Today is Thursday, November 17th, 2022. It is 9:54 in the nighttime. I'm here in the office and I'm trying to stay awake because we have work right now. And I just decided to make a video because I wanted to talk about something actually particular that's very personal. And I think it's at the basis of a lot of my... No, I'm making a video. You wait. It's at the basis of a lot of my personal lack of self-love, because I've had that issue for a while, that I've found it hard to, have a good, healthy self-esteem and love for myself. I don't feel that way anymore, like I the way I used to anyways, where I felt like I didn't deserve, this or that. I just felt very undeserving for a lot of things, and was just very insecure in my feelings and my attachments with other people. I was specifically, I'm speaking of relationship wise. Monday.
Yeah, she fell asleep. I turned off the water that you had boiling.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot I was making eggs for her.
She fell asleep.
Okay.
You're not gonna go work, ¿verdad?
Well, yeah, I want to. We were supposed to work tonight, so... but I don't know if he doesn't help me hook up the truck, then I'm not gonna go, because I need his help for that. But if he does, then I'll go by myself.
Why don't you all go tomorrow? Because tomorrow I'm not gonna be here.
Oh, yeah.
The baby could be with Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, we could go on Sunday too, but...
Yeah, go on Sunday then.
Yeah.
Go on Sunday, because ya para que se duerman y todo.
Okay.
Good night.
I forgot I was fucking gonna boil eggs for her. God damn it. I'm just so exhausted right now. We just came from fucking Disney on Ice, and oh my god, it was a nightmare. I hate it. And I only went because Diana bought the tickets for us to go, and so I went for that reason only. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, I know, like, she likes it and everything, well, somewhat, because she'll watch it for a little bit and stop. But it's just a pain in the butt, like, going there, and there's just so many people, and it's the lines that she wants, like, for the fucking $40 candy and raspa, the cotton candy and the fucking raspa. $35 fucking dollars. $32 for that. Or 34. And for fucking a piece of crap lighting, like a stick that lights up with Mickey Mouse ears, it was fucking $35. Oh my god. And then to wait in line for that thing, I had to wait for fucking, like, a total of a good, like, 30 minutes at least, I think, because I was waiting, and then I had to leave, and then I had to come back again and wait in line. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. I was about to flip out in line. Like, I started screaming in my face, like, to my fist, like, oh, like, because I was getting so angry. Like, I literally wanted to just scream, and just because I started getting very, like rebellious, like revolutionary speaking, like, when I'm feeling that, like, why am I doing this? Why am I here? Why am I wasting this money on this shit? Like, was to make my daughter happy. My daughter, when she needs her happy experiences, yes, she needs to be, enjoying life and having all these awesome, amazing memories. And I can't just be, a miserable, angry shit all the time around her. And it's like, I understand, so I try to go along with it and everything, but just standing in those fucking lines and just thinking about it all, like, it drives me insane. Like, it fucking drives me nuts. Like, I literally, like, want to have a fucking meltdown there. And I'm, like, trying to, like, just contain myself, because I'm like, I don't want to ruin everybody's good time here. I'm not trying to cause a scene. I don't want to, ruin this for my baby, get kicked out of here. I'm just trying to get this fucking cotton candy and this fucking raspa to my baby girl so she could be happy. Like, that's all I'm trying to do at the time. Even though it's, like, going against everything inside of me, like, to do it. It's so fucking, I don't even know what word, emulsifying. I just feel like I'm being pureed into nothing, like, just standing there, like, I feel like a hypocrite, because I'm there at a fucking Disney fucking show, giving them my fucking hard-earned money that I fucking stay up till 2 in the morning earning, because they manipulated my daughter into thinking they're so fucking awesome. And I'm the piece of shit parent for trying to bring that to light. Oh, God, it's fucking ridiculous. I told her, though, like, when we got here, I'm not gonna go to another Disney on Ice. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know Athena enjoys it somewhat. Not the whole time, actually, even. But it's fucking... No. It's a horrible, horrible experience. Fucking horrible for me. Like, all the way around, there was nothing about it that was enjoyable. It was actually painful for me to be there, like, physically. Like, I was getting sick to my stomach just standing in that fucking line, like, just quarreling with myself, with my motherly instinct and my fucking common sense instinct, just quarreling, driving me fucking nuts. Making me look nuts to other people. It's funny, because whenever you want to if you're in an area, just a PSA to anybody who's in lines or in public areas, and they're just, like, irritated because there's people that are standing too close to them, and they just want to, get them to get away, but they don't want to, talk to them directly, or, make a confrontation or whatever. Just start acting like you're pissed off about some random other thing, or, make whatever thing going on in front of you that's looking like annoying or whatever, or just anything, really. You could just, like, start saying, oh, motherfucker, to yourself in line, and people would just start, like, slowly, like, scooching away from you. It's kind of funny, because I noticed that right now. Like, I've known it before, obviously, but it was just more noticeable because I was more in a frame of mind where I was trying to stay calm. I was focusing on that more, even though I was like, oh my God, like, literally vibrating. And at one point I did lose it a bit, and that's when people started backing away from me. Well, I started saying, like, oh, fuck, of course that line's moving faster. But, like, muttering to myself, at first, like, oh, fuck, I should have stayed in that fucking line. Oh, I'm gonna go in this line, and, just talking to myself pretty much, like, all irritated. Because I was fucking irritated. And I was telling myself, don't go over there. You're gonna go over there, and this line's gonna move. It's gonna move faster. It's gonna just stay where you are. No, look, it's moving. Oh, I was behind that guy, and he's already going. I fucking should have stayed. Oh, I'm going. And I just fucking go, and then the fucking other line starts moving. Oh, my God. So I just lost my shit in the other line after I had moved, and saw my line that I was in forever finally going, and the guy that I was standing behind getting his shit, and me still having 2 people in fucking front of me. There wasn't even that much anymore. It was like pretty close, but I was just so irritated by that point. Like, just fucking pissed. I just like, oh, I started just going like that in the line, like to my face, like just putting my fist in my face because I had that feeling where I wanted to punch, like I wanted to hit something. I wanted to fucking like my hands, my feet, they start getting like they want to fucking kick the fucking cotton candy or the fucking stupid like plastic that's not doing shit except hanging more things. It's useful in that sense, I guess. But yeah, I just get like that and I'm like, calm down, dude, calm down. So I try to reel it into myself, like hit yourself, if anything, like just hit yourself. That way you don't like get into any more trouble. You might even get some sympathy for it, maybe. So yeah, I just was like, oh, and I didn't hit myself because I didn't want to hit myself either. I don't like doing that anymore. Like, I don't prefer doing that, and I won't normally. I haven't in a long time, actually. That's the threshold that I go off of how I know I'm better in my anger is because I don't. Before I would get mad like that, and I would just snap, like just start fucking punching my fucking leg, like oh, I wouldn't give a fuck where I was or who was around or who was watching. If I was on a job or I was, at an appointment or a meeting or out at the grocery store or just at home alone by myself, like it wouldn't fucking matter, like because in that moment, whatever matters is just the feeling that I'm feeling and how I'm just trying to, control it pretty much. And yeah, and going back to what I was saying in the beginning, my self esteem, pretty much, it used to be really bad, where I felt like I didn't deserve shit and I was just overall like unimpressed with myself, even though I know I'm impressive and I can be impressive. Like I knew it at the time too. I don't know. I would always just put myself down, like, and I think it just has to do with that, you know, inner trauma that I have of those feelings of my self esteem and my self worth, my self love, and the way that came to be, and a lot of it has to do with this is a personal part. Ironically, even though everything I was talking about was very personal, this is the more difficult personal part because it has to do with the actual pain that's underneath it all. And that has to do with my grandparents, essentially. My mom and dad. I call them mom and dad because when I was a child, they essentially were. I mean, I had my mom and dad there; they were in my life and everything. But my grandparents were the ones that took care of us a lot because we were at their house. I mean, we lived there when I was a baby, when I was a child, and they were always taking care of us. Like my mom would go to work and they take care of us. My dad would be at work too a lot, or just, be out with his friends or his family or whatever, and his brother, and they'll be taking care of us. Like my grandparents, I saw them as my mom and dad. Like even though I knew they were my mom's mom and dad, I still saw them as my mom and dad too. So when I was about when I was about 7 years old or so, 6 or 7, first time, anyways, I was in second grade, going to third grade. No, I was in second grade. It's because we moved back and forth, like, to California and Texas, like, several times as I was growing up, so kind of lost track of when was the first time we left and how many times exactly. But, I know I was 7, and, and, leaving my grandparents at that age and knowing that I wasn't going to be able to see them in person again for a long time. I didn't understand, like, why we had to move so far away and why my opinion on how I felt about moving wasn't important to them, to my actual parents. I didn't, obviously understand the financial aspects of everything and the adult problems going on, and I didn't get that, I just wanted to be able to see my grandparents every day, my mom and dad. So when that happened, I just, I would call them and stuff, and it just wasn't the same. I didn't feel like they missed me like I missed them. And I felt like my parents didn't even want me at the time. They didn't want us. Like, we were just a problem for them being their kids. Because it's hard having kids, it's difficult, so it's easy for a child to think that their parents don't want them because they're, a burden, or, they cost money to take care of or whatever. We were very, very poor. So I didn't really have a lot of stuff growing up. A lot of stuff that I did want, I didn't get, so that played in a lot to my deserving feeling, my self-worth, my self-esteem. I just got used to that and just feel like, whatever, I don't deserve it, or it's not, something that I should be spending money on, or I would rather look like shit than waste money on myself. Well, before, anyways. I'm trying to change that. But waste money or time or energy trying to improve myself at all. My physical appearance, anyways. That's what I mean. wow, this video went all over the place. I was just missing my mom and dad, and I was thinking about him, and just coming to some realizations about myself.